Chapter 6 The Divine Elephant. Before we read, Lord Buddha had taken many incarnations from time to time to teach moral lessons to the human beings. Once, he had taken the incarnation of a white elephant. Here is one story related to this elephant, which shows that bad qualities like jealousy, cunningness, hatred are always punished, while good qualities like obedience, love, respect, etc. are rewarded. Many years ago, our country was divided into many small kingdoms. Magadha was one such kingdom. He was ruled by a very cruel king. Not only that, he was very jealous as well. He didn't like to see anyone who looked better than him, be it a man, woman, a child, a bird, or even an animal. The king had many elephants. Amongst them was a beautiful white elephant. And what an elephant it was! It had all the features of a great human being, and it looked almost divine, with a 6 inches wide halo around its forehead. Whoever had seen it once couldn't hide his surprise. The king loved it very much. He was so proud of it that he had named it the auspicious elephant. During festivals, the king would ride the elephant and take a round of the city. On one such occasion, the Mahout decorated the elephant with colorful patterns on its body. The king rode on it and set out for his usual round of the city. Thousands of people stood on both sides of the streets to greet the king. But when they saw the huge elephant so beautifully decorated, they began to praise it and ignored the king. Some people were so impressed with the halo of the elephant that instead of garlanding the king, they began to throw their garland on the elephant, while others were so charmed with its beauty that they began to praise it loudly. It made the king irritated. He could not bear the fact that the people were paying so much attention to the elephant. He became so annoyed that he decided to get rid of it. However, the elephant had already become so popular among the people that he could not order its killing directly. He ordered his Mahout to return back to the palace. On his way back, the king thought of such a wicked plan that would make the elephant's death as an accident. He decided to take the elephant to the mountain Vipula and then make it fall in the forceful waterfall. As soon as the elephant reached the palace, the king got down and went inside. Then he sent one of his servants to call the Mahout. The Mahout came and bowed before the king. "So you have been looking after the white elephant, haven't you?" the king asked. "Yes, your majesty," the Mahout replied respectfully. "Have you taught it any tricks?" the king asked again. "Oh yes, I have taught it all the tricks." "Well, can this elephant climb up the mountain Vipula and reach its peak?" "Yes, of course." The Mahout was polite and respectful as before. "Then take it there. I want to see how, with this heavy body, it manages to climb the steep mountain." So the Mahout sat on the elephant and went towards the mountain. The king followed him with his retinue. In no time, the auspicious elephant was on the top of the mountain. The king was riding on the fastest horse he had, but he could not keep pace with it. Once they reached the top, the Mahout turned to the king and happily said, "Here we are." Very well done. The king was irritated. Stay over there. Have you taught it to stand on 3 legs? As soon as the Mahout said, Yes, I have, the elephant lifted one of its legs and stood calmly on its 3 legs. Bravo, said the king. Now make it stand on its 2 hind legs. Do you think it can do that? Even before the Mahout could reply, the elephant lifted both of its front legs and stood comfortably on its 2 hind legs. The Mahout proudly patted its back and said to the king, Should we come down now? Not yet, the king replied. I want to see a few more tricks. Make it turn towards the waterfall and ask it to stand on the hind legs, ordered the king. The elephant now faced the waterfall and lifted its hind legs. Everybody except the king applauded the elephant with a big clapping and praised the Mahout. This made the king more irritated. His next move was rather dangerous. What about standing on 1 leg? The king was sure that the elephant would lose its balance and would slip into the waterfall. But it didn't happen so. After all, it was not an ordinary elephant. Like an acrobat, the elephant lifted its 3 legs and stood only on 1 leg, keeping a perfect balance of the body. There were cheers from all around. But the king was more annoyed. He had tried everything to dislodge the elephant but failed. At last, the king ordered an impossible task. Have you taught it how to stand in the sky? He asked the Mahout. By now the Mahout's mind filled with doubt. He could guess about the intention of the king. While the elephant was about to lift its body above the ground, the Mahout whispered to its ear, The king has hatred and jealousy for you in his heart. He is asking you to perform all these tricks because he wants to kill you. You are a divine elephant, but your life is in danger. Let's fly away to Varanasi. The king of Varanasi is a learned and noble man. Both of us will live happily over there and serve the king. I think you are right. Let me put you on my back. The elephant picked up the Mahout with its trunk and put him safely on its back. Hold me tight. I am going to take off now, it said to the Mahout. Then it used its divine powers and soon both the elephant and the Mahout flew up and stood in the sky facing the king of Magad. The king realized his mistake. He apologized to the elephant and requested it to come down. But it was too late. You are not worthy to possess such a divine elephant. The Mahout's parting words reached the king's ears. It has many extraordinary divine powers, the Mahout continued, which is uses for the happiness of others. But you are jealous and arrogant. You always want to harm those who are better than you. What a pity! You could not appreciate such a wonderful elephant that was so loyal to you. You even tried to kill it. Always remember, when a foolish person possesses a priceless thing, he can never realize its importance. And the same thing happened to you as well. And they flew away, keeping the king and his ministers speechless. On reaching Varanasi, the elephant stood still in the sky above the palace garden. Hey, look! There is an elephant in the sky! Cried a child. The word spread like wildfire, and everybody came out in the street to have a look at such a wonderful sight. as soon as the news reached the king, he too rushed out. He was a wise and noble king. He realized that it was not an ordinary elephant. He addressed the elephant with respect. I am indeed honored that such a divine elephant and its affectionate Mahat have come to my kingdom. If the purpose of your arrival is to help me with looking after my subjects well, then please come down here in my garden. The elephant came down. The king at once recognized its divine quality, and the people greeted it with joy. The elephant was Bodhisattva. Since the king had taken good care of it, good fortune flowed in the king's life. His kingdom expanded and his riches also multiplied. He devoted his life to the happiness of his subjects till the end of his life. Glossary: jealous, envious, divine, sacred, heavenly, halo, radiance, auspicious, holy, fortunate, ignored, neglected, irritated, annoyed, wicked, vicious, evil, steep, precipitous, vertical. Retinue, followers. Hind, rear, back. Applauded, praised. Acrobat, gymnast. Dislodge, dislocate. Task, job. Intention, aim, purpose. Whispered, spoke in a low voice. Hatred, hate. Worthy, deserving. Arrogant, haughty, proud. Affectionate, caring. Fortune, good luck. Expanded, spread. Riches, wealth. Subjects, people of a kingdom.